What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to tonight's news roundup. And I'm going to start off with a bit of an appreciation for Dominik Szoboszlai. And I'm going to be asking you guys the question: is he going to be the best signing of the summer in the Premier League? Obviously, it's too early to give a definitive answer, but it's never too early to get carried away as a football fan, right? So that's one of the topics we'll be discussing tonight. But as always, I want you guys to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you can, please do drop a like on the video. And of course, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, you know what to do. So right now, as a Liverpool fan, I'm feeling pretty good about life. Looking around, seeing Chelsea and Manchester United down in 13th and 14th positions, I think it is, in the Premier League. 6 points and 5 points from a possible 15 for them. Chelsea having only won 6 games in this calendar year. Manchester United flailing around under Eric Ten Hag with problem after problem. And it just got me thinking, how can I make myself feel even better? So what I thought I'd do is start reading up some more stuff about Dominik Szoboszlai. And in reading all this stuff and in reading reviews of his performances and how he's had more than 3 times more duels in the first 5 games than Jordan Henderson did last season, just made me think, is he going to go under the radar and be one of the best, if not the best, signing of the summer transfer window? And these things are, of course, always subjective. You can look around and think Arsenal with Declan Rice have added a player that will make a huge difference to their squad. You can look at Chelsea and think that they've added players who will make a huge difference to making the rest of us feel better about life, as those signings are an absolute joke. Haha. Or you can just take time to look at your own club, and in my case, Liverpool. And one of my favourite signings has been Alexis McAllister. I think he's a wonderful footballer that we got for a bargain. But Dominik Szoboszlai is one that stands out because when we signed him, I had a lot of people saying to me that you paid €70 million for a squad player from Leipzig and that we were robbed. And I kind of chuckled to myself because I knew about Szoboszlai. I've been following him from Salzburg and I know what he's about. And at 22 years of age, with the attributes that this man has, I think he will go down as probably one of the top 3 signings of the summer. And I mean right across the Premier League. If you aren't impressed with what he has done so far at Liverpool, I don't know what more he could do. He is somebody that has every facet to his game. He's not afraid to get stuck in. He's a pressing machine. He's very tactically switched on. He's got a beautiful set of feet. Gorgeous set of hair on him as well, by the way. Head of hair on him. But he's still only 22. He's already the Hungarian national team captain. He's already got a wealth of experience. And he's already shown himself to be a leader in this new generation of Liverpool players. So to start off tonight, I just want to know how highly you regard Dominik Szoboszlai, and if he isn't going to be the signing of the summer, give me some of these suggestions in the comments below of who may well be. Also wanted to just let you guys know again about Mohamed Salah's amazing latest stat. 200 goal contributions from Mohamed Salah. 200. Is there anything he's not going to just trample on and smash and break the record books? And he's just a phenomenal player. He's just a phenomenon, full stop. And I feel like this is probably going to be our last season with Mo, and I want to push myself to enjoy it, to give him all the praise and credit he deserves. And look, I will still call him out if I feel he's put in a poor performance, but so far, so happy with what he's doing. You know, he might not have scored the amount of goals this season so far we would have hoped for, but 6 assists, I think, in 5 games or something like that is brilliant. And look at the pass and the weight of ball he laid on for Andy Robertson yesterday. And while we're talking about Robertson, let's give him credit. I thought he was phenomenal against Wolves. A real captain's performance that he capped off with a fantastic goal. But the goal was made to look so simple, even though it wasn't. Great finish by Robbo, because of the weight of ball for Mohamed Salah. And I love that he's added these assists to his game, so long may that continue, and fair play to him. Again, I'm going to keep reminding myself that I have to worship and throw praise on Mohamed Salah because he deserves every single bit of it. Another few bits and pieces that I've seen in the news, again, Liverpool being linked with a move for Nico Williams from Bilbao, but it's a very weird set of stories that are coming out of Spain. in one hand, they're saying Liverpool are linked and Liverpool are asking about the situation with them and Liverpool have got X amount of money put aside, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll go on the same article to say that he doesn't want to leave Bilbao and he's got no intentions of leaving Bilbao. So, bit of a weird one. Don't really know where to go with it. Other stories we've been linked with. Somebody said to me today that they've seen that Liverpool have been linked with an 80 million quid move for Gonzalo Inacio. How? Why? Who put that out there? And to my knowledge, he signed a 60 million euro, a contract with a 60 million euro release clause, so nobody would need to pay the 80 that had been mentioned. Also, if we did want them, why wouldn't we have signed him in the summer when we could have got him for 45 million euro, which was the buyout clause in his old contract? Another player who we've been linked with recently and one I hope we sign is Piero Hincapié. But question is, I guess, if Jarrell Kwanzaa steps forward this season and develops into the young centre-back that, we've seen great glimpses of so far, is there still a need? And I think it's a fair question. And when I say is there still a need, I mean on that left side of centre-back. Because with Joel Matip moving on at the end of the season, I think it's safe to say Liverpool should look to bring in a centre-back, but maybe not necessarily a left-sided centre-back if Liverpool are convinced that Jarrell Kwanzaa is going to be as good as we think he could be. So again, interested to know your thoughts on that. Let me know in the comments section. Weirdly today, we've seen stories this week talk about Jurgen Klopp maybe taking the German national team job in a couple of years and Julian Nagelsmann keeping the seat warm there for him and then swapping and becoming the Liverpool manager. Well, today there was a story that was even more off the wall. It was that apparently Chelsea are already looking at and potentially lining up Julian Nagelsmann to become their manager if they sack Pochettino. I can't help but find this funny. Everything Todd Bowley says he's going to do, he seems to do the opposite of. Bring in loads of players so he doesn't have to buy more down the line. Yeah, we know he'll end up buying more players. Brought in Graham Potter, was going to give him time until he didn't and he sacked him. Now it's Pochettino and the stories are already starting to do the rounds that maybe Poch could be getting the boot at some point. And what I would say is 5 points for Chelsea from their opening 5 games is pathetic for the amount of money spent and the squad that they have, or the squad depth that they should have. So I'm going to sit back as a Liverpool fan feeling quite smug about it all for the minute. And yes, Chelsea have had a lot of injuries, but they've also made a lot of signings, so I don't think there's going to be much sympathy from opposition fans to Pochettino's woes in that regard. And of course, today got a little bit better because, of course, Everton got beaten as well. Now, bad news in that regard is Arsenal win pushes them up to 13 points as well, but we can cope with that. It's always good to see Everton, being consistent at least. So, my friends, that brings me to the end of tonight's news roundup. If there is anything else that you would like me to cover, please let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to go across and subscribe to our brand new channel, Top of the League. You can see the QR code in the bottom corner of the screen. If you scan that, that'll bring you straight to the channel, or you can find a link in the description of this video. Put up a couple of videos on there over the last 48 hours. We asked what's going wrong at Manchester United. Did another video about is Poch facing the sack, and a couple of other predictions as well ahead of the Champions League. We will be doing our first watch along on there on Wednesday of Bayern versus Manchester United. Channel's already got above 13,000 subscribers. If you want to make it 13,001, you know what to do. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.